Aston Villa. They beat Nottingham Forest 4-2 yesterday to open up a 5-point gap on Spurs, who are behind them in 5th. Their boss Unai Emery spoke to talkSPORT's Jeff Peters after the game and was asked if he thinks his side can qualify for the Champions League this season.
We have to believe in the players. And today, for example, Callum Chambers, he was 1 month ago my mind, and as well we were trying to leave from here, and he decided to stay here, and I told him, okay, if you are here, of course I am going to respect you, and you have to try to help us in every practice we are doing, and if we will need you to play a match, do it. And today was a day, and he played, he helped us, and this is the spirit. And I want give them, of course, confidence, and then they have to try to get their challenges as well on the pitch, helping the team. And every practice for us is very important. When we are practicing is the moment. Some players, they have to be ready when it's coming the opportunity, like today with Callum Chambers, and it's with another player the same. And of course we have to understand something. We will have some injuries.
There's Unai Emery then. 4-2 win, as I mentioned. They were
Brilliant for the Villa.
They were 3-0 up. Forest did get it back to 3-2 before Leon Bailey struck a 4th for Villa. And an absolutely great victory for them, cementing their place, consolidating their place right now in 4th. They're 5 points clear of Tottenham, like I mentioned. Tottenham not playing this weekend as well. That's due to Chelsea's involvement in the League Cup final. But they're 8 points clear of Manchester United as well, who lost to Fulham yesterday. And a player that we can't stop talking about is Ollie Watkins. He scored a goal. He set up a goal as well. He has, I think, had something like 24 involvements in goals this season for Aston Villa in the Premier League. That's more than any other player in the division. He is having an incredible season. Playing himself quite easily into that England squad.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the England squad's an absolute certainty now. I don't think there's even a question on it.
Yeah.
I looked at my notes, and I do a team of the week for the Times every week, and I keep Ollie Watkins is nearly in every time. Ooh. And his performances have been extraordinary. If you said to me today, who's been your standout player of the season for the PFA award, I'd put Ollie Watkins in there. I think he's been that good for Villa, and he's why are they 4th? Okay, they've got obviously a new manager's come in. He's given them a different way of playing. They play a very high line and they've been really dangerous. And McGinn's played his part, and others, Bailey, Diaby, many others have played their part of Villa. But the one outstanding feature has been Ollie Watkins. He has been frighteningly good. His numbers have been great. That's the reason why Villa are 4th. And there's a part of me, and I'm going to go a bit old-fashioned here. I really would want England to play 2 up front and give it a go with Watkins and Kane. And some might go, that's not going to work. Of course it can work. It's how you implement it, because Kane does drop deep and you can leave Ollie on his own. Now, obviously, there's other great players in different positions that will be affected. But there's a part of me, a big part, that thinks if England have any aspirations of winning the Euros and taking it by storm, as in the way they play, it could be a Kane-Watkins partnership. I really believe they could be frightening. They're both great in the air, they're both great finishers, and they've both got great movement, and they're both incredibly unselfish. And that's never really been tried with England. That sort of scenario of going, do you know what? Watkins and Kane. We used to live and breathe partnerships, didn't we?
Yeah, I just sort of wonder if, 4 games to go until, as in friendlies for England, until
I'd want to have a look at it.
Would you? Do you think you can do that in 4 games? Can you tinker that?
Well, you say 4 games. It's just basic for me now. It's just these 2 players, and especially Watkins. His rise has been extraordinary in the last year or so. He keeps improving, and he's certainly the number 1 to Kane. If he ever happens something to Kane. But I keep thinking in my head, do you know what? I'd love to stick them together, give them a run, and just say, let them have a go and see what they do and what they bring to the team.
All right, well, there's an international break, of course, coming up next month where England take on Brazil and Belgium. So we'll see what happens with that one. Yes, in our very latest episode of Help Us Tony, we reflect on some of the topical conversations. And in Simon and Souness, their podcast, Graham stated that Jack Grealish has not improved under Pep Guardiola, Cass. So has he been hindered by his move to Manchester City?
No, he hasn't been hindered. Yeah, has he been affected by it? No, he's won everything there now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't take it away. Take that away. What you can see is a player that now is playing very few minutes. Jack Grealish has got a decision to make in the summer. Well, you watch yesterday, Doku come on in front of Jack, and Núñez started in front of Jack. He's played very few minutes. If you look at recent weeks in the Premier League, he's played very little football. That would have to be a concern for Jack.
Yeah, certainly so. And here's a hot topic that was discussed on the Sports Bar, a place, as we know, for high intellect, knowledgeable debates and hard-hitting questions, just like this one about how many bananas you should buy at once.
I don't think you can even get one banana, can you?
You can.
Can you?
If you walk in the shop,
the snack section, maybe.
Well, any walk up, weigh it.
Well, you go into a Tesco superstore, you're not getting one banana, are you?
Well, if you want one, this person did.
Yeah, they've ordered it. Yeah, but that's ridiculous. But you don't get one banana. If you go into a big Tesco, you get a bunch of bananas.
You break it off and walk and break it off
No,
and weigh it.
you do not break it off and weigh it.
You can break off banana.
No, you don't do that.
I do.
You don't do that.
No, I don't. But you can.
Yeah, but you don't do that.
Okay, if you walk in, right?
You're not doing that. You're just going to buy all of the bananas.
No, you don't. You break
them
off.
They're about £1.
No, you break off a banana.
No,
if you want,
Jason, shut up.
Okay, if there's right, listen. If you walk in, right, and every bunch of bananas got 8 on it, right?
Yeah.
And you only want 4. What are you doing?
I'm buying 8.
You break off 4.
No, you don't.
You do. You break them off and walk off.
Please tell me you don't do that. Please tell me you just pick up the bananas and pay for the bananas.
Oh, Jamie. It's what most people do. You break off what you want.
Yeah, you do sort of have a number, but it's got to be a bunch. You can't. I'm not going along with just
I've
take
seen
one.
people take one banana. They want it for a
Okay,
snack.
so you have a bunch of grapes. Don't go and take one grape off.
Yeah, but they're in a
and I'll have
packet.
one
Grapes
grape.
most of them tend to be in a packet, and you're never going to take one grape. It's slightly different with a banana.
No, I might do. I might say I'll have one grape.
But you can buy one apple. So why can't you just buy one banana?
I think it's time to go home.
Oh, how funny. Of all the things we've got heated about is bananas. It's ridiculous. Sports Bar's back tomorrow. They'll have more heated debates, I'm sure, from 10 o'clock tomorrow. And by the way, you can always listen to Simon and Souness on our YouTube channel. You can listen into the show on the talkSPORT app or wherever you get your podcasts as well. That was our brief Help Us Tony. The League Cup final coming up later on. That is live on talkSPORT. No doubt they'll build up to that on the Sunday edition. Cass, thank you very much.
Cheers,
Sean Custis, Henry Winter on the way, along with their special guest, Christian Purslow.
The Sunday Sports Breakfast with Natalie Sawyer and Tony Cascarino. Sunday mornings from 6 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.